Well, so is the GTX 1070 worth it in 2021? Let's find out. So let's start by having a look at the card itself, and on the back it has a very nice solid metal backplate with the MSI Dragon on it. So having a look at the front of the card, we have a full plastic shroud on it with two fans, which are double ball bearing fans, which makes them a little bit more silent and give them a longer lifespan. And the fans doesn't ramp up until the card reaches at least 60 degrees, but when it ramps up, it's not that noticeable. I've been through worse. And here's a noise test. So let's continue with the overview of this card and the ports we got on it. 3 DisplayPort 1.4, 1 HDMI 2.0B, and 1 DVI-D. And so this card also has RGB on the black side of the cooler, these red accents, and on the top on the MSI logo. So the RGB on this card could be a limiting factor to your overall aesthetics in your build if you're going with a 011 dynamic from Lee & Lee or whatever. That is not what this video is for. You know what color scheme you want and buy thereafter if it's so important. So now it is time for some more technical specifications of this card. And it has 1920 CUDA cores, 8 GB of GDDR5, a 1506 MHz base clock, and a 1683 boost clock, and a 2002 MHz memory clock. And it requires an 8-pin and a 6-pin. And it also has supports for SLI, DirectX 12, G-Sync, OpenGL 4.5, and so on. And now to the main question of all this. What is the price? Well, I paid $170 for it, and the average eBay price before filming this was $320, which is still a reasonable price for the card. I mean, it is a really nice card. And I ran this card both in stock configuration and overclocked in my test system, which is an AMD Ryzen 5 3600 clocked at 4.2 GHz, 32 GB DDR4, 3200 MHz CL16 RAM, an MSI B450 Tomahawk Max 2 motherboard, and a 1200 watt Corsair HX1200i power supply. And my overclock settings for this card will be up on the screen now, but bear in mind your mileage may vary. This is the settings that was stable for my card, so it might be better or worse in your case. And so the test today consists of Firestrike, Time Spy, Call of Duty Cold War, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Borderlands 3, Resident Evil Village, GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, and all games are tested in 1080p, 1440p and 4K. So let's move on and see how she performs. So with the benchmarks out of the way, what can we say about this? It is still a competent card. It can still do the job, and very well. You'll get around 100 FPS in 1080p or 60 plus FPS in 1440p and around 40 FPS in 4K. If you get it for the right price, go for it. You will not be disappointed. In 4K, just lower the details or the graphic presets to medium or adjust it as you like it and get much better performance. And that's everything for this time. I hope you have enjoyed it, and please leave a like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one.